All right, welcome to you all again in this lecture, and this is going to be again very important as usual. I tell important lecture to each and every topic. I'm not going to wait further because everyone wishes to join. They can join between the lecture as well, else the recorded version shall be delivered to you. There are more than 30 students, but they don't join being housewives or some other reasons. So this is going to be the very important because not two or three times. I have experienced more than 6 and 7 times the question have been asked from these two joint topics. Okay. What are these? These are motivation and leadership. These are very important to go through. You cannot skip this. And I shall tell you what is there to be studied. Motivation, meaning its concept characteristics are very simple to go through, and probability of being asked the question from this specific topic is almost nil, all 0.1%. But as far as the theories of motivation and leadership is concerned, these are very important. They can ask you individual theory as well. They can ask you the collaborate theories as well. They can ask you the question in match of the list type as well. They can provide you two lists, list A, list B. In the list A, there shall be written names of some authors, and in list B, there shall be written some motivational or leadership theories, and you shall be asked to match list A with list B and decipher which author gave which specific theory. So this is the introduction about the motivation and leadership, and today we shall be going through from the motivation because I believe that completing these two collaboratively is not possible at all, and it shall burdenize you as well because there are more than 6 theories for motivation, I think, and more than 6 or 7 theories for leadership as well. So these are the important things you have to understand. I have already given you the description of what we are going to study in this specific lecture. Okay. So this is going to be about motivation. Motivation is anything, okay, by which you get the sudden internal motivation to do something. Okay, this is just a motivation. When you are internally satisfied and you have got a sudden internal fad to do something new, this fad is known as motivation. Motivation is anything by which you get motivated. You can be motivated from anything in at your house, from some renowned person, from some motivational speakers, from your teachers, from your friends, from your family. You can be motivated by anyone. Okay, I have seen there are some students in our batch, in this specific batch as well, that who are housewives or who are the working women's, and they have started their study after so long, after even 10 years. One of my student in this batch is passed out from her post graduation in 2007 when I was in 10th standard only. Okay, so they have got some kind of motivation to do that. Okay, so motivation is your internal satisfaction or internal fad which influence to do something new. Okay, this is all about motivation. Only you have to go through from the definition. Important things are only theories. I think I have given you the complete description. Now I'm just going to show the complete structure of what we have prepared for you in this particular lecture, and we shall be talking in detail about all the respected theories and about the authors who have given this specific theory. So as the convention is there, I'm again going to ask you a simple question for getting your confirmation. Is my voice completely audible to you and you can hear my face as well? Is my voice audible? I just need the reply, just 2 or 3 confirmations so that I can start it. Navneet, can you hear me? Ayushi ma'am, can you hear me completely? Is my voice audible? Yeah, Indu ma'am. Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. I have got the confirmation. Now I'm just going to share what we have prepared for you, and we shall be doing the motivation in detail. And this is going to be about today's topics agenda. So this is about motivation and motivational theories. Okay. So motivation, we have already understood. Still, there are some lines, although I believe that you can go through at your own. These are some theoretical bases which are not that much relevant, but still, I have written some lines which I feel that you should, that I should tell to you. So motivation simply refers to the process which excites you, which excites people to work for attainment of a desired object. You wish to qualify net examination. This is your motivation. Every day you see my videos. Every day you see, you attempt the test series. Every day you go through from what I tell you to go through. Every day I take your take the opinion and take your present level of study. It also motivates you to study something new. Okay, so this is, that refers to the process which excites you, which influences you, which encourages you to do something new. So to motivate is to induce people to act in a desired manner. This is all about motivation. So as usual, in the beginning of all the subjects, I teach you some of the theoretical portion of that. I always tell you that there are some schools of thoughts, there are some philosophies, there are some approaches relating to the specific subjects. In the same way, there are some theories relating to motivation. Okay. So now we are going to do some approaches, the traditional versus modern approaches for how the people get motivated. So what is there? A brief description is there, and after that we shall be going through from all the theories. Okay. So what do we really mean by motivational theories? So these theories tells you how you get motivation. How can you get motivation? So simply, this is answered by the different theories. Different theories have been given by different very renowned and intelligent authors, and they suggest how the employees, how the person, how the individuals get motivated, how to get motivate. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the question which is answered by the different theories. So now I shall explain you one by one all the theories, and I shall tell you how do you get motivation. Okay, how do you get motivation? So these theories have been divided into two parts. The first are traditional theories and second are modern theories. In a traditional, there are only 3 theories, and in modern, there are more than 6 theories, I think. This is the reason why we have not included the topic of leadership in today's lecture. So now simply moving further, not written in detail, but simple. These are very simple to understand. The first theory is fear and punishment theory. Okay. This is a very traditional, very old theory. It tells you that your employees are very lazy. They do not like work. They don't like work. They don't want to do anything unless and until you create fear in them, and unless and until you punish them. Okay. You have to make slaves. You have to make slaves. That was a very old and a traditional theory which was used by different kingdoms. Okay. So they try to make the general populace their slaves, and they take the work from them. So this was the first theory. It tells you that the people get motivation to do work only if they have a fear or if they have been punished for doing work. The second theory is a reward theory. It tells you that the people are motivated to do work if you reward them for their previous works. Okay. So in this way, the kings of the ancient time, they use the reward theory as well, along with fear and punishment theory. Okay. So this theory simply tells you that if one of your worker or employee has done well, you have to reward him. Reward can be an additional emoluments or an additional salary, or it can be anything. Okay. So you would have experienced while watching some ancient time TV serials that whenever a good news was there to the king from a specific worker, he used to give him his own necklace or some kind of these things as a reward. So in this way, people get motivated. The third theory is carrot and stick theory. Okay, this theory simply says that you have to use both reward and fear as well. First of all, if the some person is doing well, then you have to offer him some rewards, and if he's not doing well, then you have to use the stick with you. You can create the fear in them, or you can punish them. So in this way, people get motivated as per the traditional theories. This simply tells you that when you create fear, people get motivated, but and when you give them reward, people get motivated. When you use both of them, people get motivated. So what I taught you in the first slide was only that I am going to explain you how do you get motivated. So this question's answer we are going to find in the theories, and I have taught you in 3 different theories how people get motivated. And before moving further, I am going to tell you there are more than 6 theories for modern motivational theories. Even if this lecture is not completed in this specific time frame, then we can be taking the third lecture as well, and um, uh, you have to attend this as well, as you had attempted yesterday, because yesterday we had to take 3 lectures because the topic was large. In the same way, I think it will be there, but I shall be trying my best to teach you the concept and subject matter. Only few things are necessary, otherwise you people are sound enough to go through, but we have completed everything in this particular lecture. So these are modern theories. I am going to start now. Okay, the first theory is hierarchy of need, one of the favorite theory of each and everyone who is the aspirant of commerce or management, because this is the simplest theory from each and every theory. And this name is extremely famous name, Abraham Maslow. You can feel, you can think that he has given the theory in 1943. Do you remember, just 10 or 15 minutes back, I just completed the topic of research aptitude. I have taught you each and everything, and now I'm going to something very beautiful. Okay, so this is that whatever the theory has been, if someone gives a theory, that means he is a research scholar. Okay, all the theories, whatever you are studying, whatever, irrespective of your field, whatever you are studying, each and everything has been given by some scholar. Okay, so Abraham Maslow is a scholar. E.R.G. Elderfer was a scholar. Okay. Henry Fayol at that time, because he has researched something new, he has given his own theory. He was a research scholar. So you can imagine the level of their research. Even nowadays, I think it's more than 80 years now. Even nowadays, this is being used. And the person who has given, Abraham de Moivre, who has given the concept of normal distribution uh, back to 300 years from now, I think. Okay, still his work is being used widely in each and every field of research. Okay, so they people were research scholar. I was just somewhat off track because I wish to give you some additional knowledge of how the researches are being conducted. So this is about hierarchy of needs. Abraham Maslow has given, and he says that there is a hierarchy which motivates you. Hierarchy means there is step 1 which motivates you. If when this has motivated you, only then you move to next step. When next step has motivated you, then you move to the third step. When third has motivated you, then you move to fourth one, and finally you move to fifth one. So he has given a complete hierarchy. He has told you that how do you get motivated. When you have achieved something, you always strive to do next thing. So this next thing is the hierarchy in case of Maslow need of theory. So first of all, I would like to teach you in this way. So first are So this hierarchy is also known as needs of individuals. Needs of individuals, or this is also known as hierarchical theory of needs. So Abraham Maslow simply says that first need of the human being is physiological needs. Okay. Physiological needs means food, water, shelter, and sleep. These are the first needs. Okay. When these needs are completed, then you are motivated to go for safety needs. And these are the second needs. Safety needs simply means sources of income, place to live, health, and well-being. These are safety and security needs. When your safety and security needs are fulfilled, then you are motivated for the third level. This is love and belonging. These are known as the third, okay, social needs which are there. That means integration into social group, feel part of a community or a group. These are third needs. And when these needs are satisfied, then you go for the fourth kind of need, which are known as esteem needs, which simply means a respect for a person. Then you try to seek respect from others. Okay, when you have achieved that level, when you have achieved these three levels, then you try to seek the respect from other, and that comes under the fourth level. And when you have achieved this level, then you start feeling about self actualization, and you are motivated for the fifth step. And the fifth step is individual desire to grow and develop his or her to the fullest potential. So this is the hierarchy by which the people get motivated. When you have achieved the physiological need, then you are motivated for safety needs. When you have fulfilled safety needs, then you motivated for love and belonging needs. When you have completed these needs, then you are motivated for this. When you have completed this, then you are motivated for this. And this is the high end. After that, there is no motivation as per the theory of Abraham Maslow. So this was the first theory which I have taught you. So this was all about that. So we are going to move further to the next one. This is Hertzberg two-factor theory of motivation, also a research scholar. So he has given two-factor theory. First factors are motivation factor, second are hygiene factor. This is the reason why this theory is also known as motivation hygiene theory. Okay. So this is categorized into two parts, the hygiene factors and the motivating factors. So if the hygiene factors, okay, so these are those factors which are not available to the person, then they feel dissatisfied, unhappy. Okay. So these are the factors, the presence of which is very necessary for employees. Okay, like working condition, good working condition, good salary, work environment, safety, security. These are must. And if they are unsuitable or low level, then the employee gets motivated. And if they are of good level, then it does not make the greater contribution to their motivation level. So these are some factors. I'm going to tell you which are these. Okay, so these are hygiene factors. Hygiene factors have been written here. Okay, so this is, you have to cram in your mind. I'm going to tell you specifically the Hertzberg's theory was asked in the examination for 2 or 3 times. Okay, so two factors are there. First is hygiene factor, and secondly there are satisfier factor or motivational factors. Before telling individual factors, let me clear you about motivational factors as well. So hygiene, I have already taught you. These are the factors which, if do not exist, they make the individuals unhappy and dissatisfied. And motivating factors are those which creates the motivation. Okay, so which are must to be available in the organization. Okay, they can increase job satisfaction. Motivation is based on individuals needs for personal growth. So these are the things. Theoretically, you are not supposed to go that much, but you must know what are the different factors in different categories. Okay, so now I am going to move further again to this specific image. So this is job dissatisfaction, this is job satisfaction. These tells you how the motivation declines, these tell you how the motivation increases. So working condition, co-worker relations, policies, supervisor quality, then base wage and salary. So these are some of the factors. If these are available at low level, then it dissatisfies the employees. They must be at good level, at good or best level. And the next, these are motivational factors. These are achievement, recognition, responsibility, work itself, advancement, personal growth. So these are 6 factors which, if they are available in the firm, then the employees gets motivation extremely. Okay, so that was the 2-factor theory of Hertzberg, which converted the motivation into 2 categories. The first, hygiene factor, and the second were motivational factors. So I have taught you this completely. You have to understand both the categories and items under each category. Now just going to move further. This is the third theory, McGregor's X and Y theory. This is almost related to what the traditional theory we have already gone through. This is carrot and stick theory. Okay, so what does it tells you? It simply says you that McGregor has given you 2 theories. Okay, theory X and theory Y of motivation. Theory X deals with the opinion. It deals with the opinion that employees are always lazy. They don't like work. Okay, they dislike work, and they have to be punished. They have to be punished. Okay, you have to use a stick for those. Okay, then there is Y theory. Y theory is of a different opinion. This is of different opinion. This simply says you, your employees are always good. They are always active. They are always willing to work. They are already motivated, and just your one push can make them more motivated. So this is what you have to understand in McGregor's X and Y theory. Now I'm going to explain this. This theory X is based on assumption regarding typical worker. It tells you that the employees are less intelligent, lazier, work solely for a suitable income. Okay, so they work only for their self-interest and they do not work for the company. Okay, manager who believe employee improved in this manner are more likely to use rewards or punishments as motivation. They have to use punishments. Rewards are used at a very lower level for X theory. Then these manager believes that individuals are responsible for their work. Employees are responsible for their work. Okay, you can reprimand them, you can punish them, you can give them the punishment on the basis of their outcomes, whether these are positive or negative. Okay, so this was about theory X, which believes that the employees are always less intelligent, lazier, and work solely. So this is the fourth theory as per the modern theory. This is theory Y, and it believes that the employees are already internally motivated. They enjoy their job. They work to better themselves without any reward in return. They work for the company. They are valuable asset for the company. They are driving the internal working for the corporation. The manager always try to gravitate to more personal level with the employees. He always he assign all the accountability and authority to the employees, because he believed that even without his involvement, his employees can do everything. Then he just try to make the better relationship with their boss. Okay, it creates the healthier atmosphere. So this is all about Y theory, which is completely in contrast of X theory. So I hope you would have you would have completely understood what X and Y theory is. Along with the theory, you have to remember the names of their propounders as well. So this was regarding that. And okay, So now this is theory Z, and I was pretty impressed by this theory at the time when I was preparing for NET and JRF examination. This is not the specific theory at all. Okay, this is just the Japanese management system. Japanese management system. Their employees are internally motivated, and the organization also contribute their best to provide each and everything required by their employees, so that they always feel internally motivated. So this is the Japanese management style. This is theory Z, given by William Auchi. So this so-called Japanese management, he explained in his book Theory Z how American business can meet Japanese challenges. Okay, he propounded this theory. Such style was popularized during the Asian economic boom. For Auchi, theory Z focused on increasing employee loyalty of the company. He told that the company should do their best, the board of directors should do their best for creating the loyalty in the employees for the company by providing job for life. They should not tell anything to the employees which is not liked by the employees. So they always have to care for the employees, and employees are always internally very motivated. A strong focus on well-being of employees should be there. According to William Auchi, theory Z management tends to promote stable employment, high productivity, high employee morale and satisfaction. If these things are there, then employees are motivated and they shall never ever leave the organization or company. So this is about theory Z, which simply dictates the management of a Japanese corporation system. So this was the fifth theory, I think. Now we move further to the ERG theory that was given by Elderfer. Okay, so that has been written or given on the lines of Maslow's hierarchy theory of need. Elderfer also gave the hierarchy theory of need. He gave the 3 levels, that if you have achieved first level, then you are motivated for second level, and you have achieved the second level, then you are motivated to achieve the third level. The first level is known as existence need. Second level is known as relatedness need. Last level is known as growth need. Why? This is the reason why the theory is named as ERG theory. So again, these are, so this is just a table for Maslow's hierarchy theory of need, which we have already understood. But the difference is in ERG and hierarchy theory of need is only that the Elderfer has clubbed the first 2 needs in the first step of hierarchy. This is existence need. Otherwise there is no difference between Maslow's hierarchy theory and Elderfer's theory of needs. Okay, so he says that when your physiological and social safety needs are completed, then you are motivated to the next level, that is the relatedness needs. Okay, so relatedness needs cover social needs as well as some part of esteem needs as well. And when you have completed the relatedness needs step, then you are motivated to the growth need level, which deals with the self-actualization and some part of esteem needs as well. So that was ERG theory. Okay, existence need, again physiological and safety needs. Then relatedness need is regarding love, belongings, relationship, fame and recognition. The last is growth need, that deals with the self-actualization. The word has been written here. Okay, that is simply equal to the self-actualization needs. The next is Vroom's expectancy theory of needs. So this theory has been given by Victor Vroom in 1964. He tells you how the people get motivated. He tells you there are that the everyone is sound enough to choose the best alternative for available to him. Okay, so he has given the 3 factors by which the people get motivated, by which you can get motivated. Okay, the first factor is expectancy. This is your belief that more effort will result in success. Okay. Now you are practicing for net GRF. Maybe you are spending 4 hours on daily basis. Now you can expect that if you spend 6 hours on daily basis, your result can be better. So this is expectancy. That's your belief that more effort will result in success. Then instrumentality. This is your belief that there is connection between activity and goal. That tells you that if you, like, you are again taking your example, you are preparing for net GRF. If you feel that I have to practice 2 hours for test series, 1 hour for previous paper, 1 hour for regular test, 1 hour for my live videos, then this is your activities, and you are believing that there is the connection between your activity and the goal you wish to achieve. This is known as instrumentality. And the last is valence. This is the degree to which a person values the reward, the result of success. When you, how shall you value when you qualify your national eligibility test? That is your valence. Okay. So I have taught you regarding three things. First is expectancy, then instrumentality, then valence. And Victor Vroom tells you that when you multiply these three things, this is expectancy, instrumentality, and valence. When you multiply by these three things, this is known as motivation, and this is how you get motivated. So this was the simplest theory given by Victor Vroom, which is known as expectancy theory. The next one is Adams equity theory. Okay, what is this? This is simply that people get motivated only if they are treated equally. Okay, if they are treated equally, like there are 3 employees. If you are treating their employees, if you have 3 employees in your company, if you are treating them equally on all the grounds, then they shall felt motivated. Otherwise, they shall not feel motivated, and they shall try to make some effort so that you treat them equally. Okay. So this is how the equity theory works. So the theory was suggested by Adams in 1965, and this is based on social exchange theory. And it simply tells you that if there are 3 employees, they always compare themselves with other employees, and they try to know that what B is getting for the same work which I am also performing. C shall also make a comparison. A shall also make comparison. B shall also make comparison of his work and his rewards with others. He shall try to know that if I have performed a job, how much rewards I am getting, and if the same job A is performing, how much rewards A is getting. So B shall make the comparison. So in this theory, people compare their contribution to work, cost of their action, and benefits they will result to the contribution, and the benefits of the reference person. They try to make a comparison of their efforts, their rewards, with someone other known as a reference person. Okay. If so, they try to make the ratio of input and outputs. Their inputs means what they are doing, and the output what they are getting. If this is inequitable, they shall not be motivated. They shall try to do something new. What shall be that? If inequity is there, they shall try to reduce their inputs and efforts. They may try to increase their outputs. They can ask for pay raising. They can try to adjust their perception of reference person. They can try to change the reference person. Maybe if A is not satisfied with what B is getting, he shall try to compare himself with C. Then last option is available to them. They can quit the situation as well. So this is what the people do. Okay. So this is the complete description of what is done. So person's outcome, if they are equal, okay, so this is person A, this is other person. If outcome and input ratio is equal, this is equity. If this is greater than, if this is lesser than for person A, then this will be negative inequity. If you are getting more than others, then this is positive inequity. So this was Adams theory. Okay, Adams theory of equity, which you have to understand by making comparison between employees. So I think this is the last theory. This is the Mackillen's need theory. He tells you that there are three needs. If these are fulfilled, only then the people get motivated. Okay, so that was given by Mackillen, and this is also known as the learned needs theory. Okay, so he has given you three kind of needs. So he tells you that only there are three motivating drivers. Okay, it does not depend upon your gender or age. If only three things are there which motivates any person. The first is achievement, desire to achievement. If you wish to achieve something, like you are wishing to achieve or qualify net examination, this is achievement motivation. This is first kind of motivation as per Mackillen's theory. This is achievement motivation. Okay, it permits to person's need for significant success. Okay, the second is affiliation motivation. If you wish to be loved by someone, okay, so this is kind of affiliation motivation. The last one is, I think this is authority or power motivation. If you wish to achieve some power like political power or anything, then you shall be motivated to do some work for that. A need to control over one's work or work of other, this is called authority or power motivation. So what does Mackillen suggest you? The only tells you that there are only three factors which motivates a person to do something new, and these factors are achievement factor, affiliation factor, or authority or power factor. Achievement factors tells you if you wish to achieve something, then you shall be motivated. Then affiliation tells you if you try to be loved by someone, then this is affiliation motivation. If you try to raise your power, then this is your authority or power motivation. So that was all the details regarding what we have to study in the motivational theories. Now these are very interesting theories. Okay, you cannot skip any theory, anything can be asked, and I must tell you my experience says that this is not stick to only one subject, that is commerce or management. Each and in each and every area, whether this is home science, economics, computers, computer science, everywhere leadership and motivation concept are there. So I think I have taught you in a complete descriptive manner. You should be able to understand by now. The next lecture shall not be taken because motivational theories have already been completed, and we shall be starting about the leadership theories tomorrow onwards. The complete description regarding tomorrow's lecture shall be delivered to you. I hope you would have liked this completely. Thank you so much for joining me in this lecture.